Somebody is in. How do you see that? Somebody's in Hove. Hello, Janice. Hey, Jer, how are you? Dermot, lovely to see you. The Cairngorms in Scotland. I bet that's gorgeous no matter what the weather's like. Helen's in London. Yeah, you're all very welcome. Well, I'm going to switch off. For me, I'm going to stop looking at the chat because I find that really distracting. Victoria's here. Oh. So my invitation to you this Wednesday evening here in Greenwich Mean Time, in Dublin for me, and wherever the rest of you might be, is to choose a posture. Hey, Rachel, a posture that you think you can be comfortable in for the next half an hour. And if you at any point change your mind and become uncomfortable or something about the posture isn't working for you, it's still Tuesday. Is it? You're quite right. It's Tuesday. Bank holidays always confuse me completely where days are concerned. So bear with me. I'm a time traveler secretly. I hope it's not just me that gets confused by by bank holidays and time changing. Anyway, enough of this frivolity. I'm going to invite you to, if you need to have a sip of water before you begin, really, I should get sponsorship for this. I have a cough, so I'm using Ricola to ease my tickly throat. So if anybody else has something like that, I highly recommend some sort of lozenge or a glass of water nearby. And indeed, most of us are a little dehydrated most of the time. So if you have a glass of water nearby, I would encourage you to have a couple of mouthfuls, mindfully taste that soothing fluid going through your mouth, down your throat, refreshing you, hydrating your cells. We work better when we're hydrated. And in terms of comfort, I'd really encourage you to have something under your arms if you're seated so that you can support the weight of your arms and your shoulders, or support your shoulders by supporting the weight of your arms on a pillow or a cushion. And if you're sitting and you have a bad back, then having something rolled up in the small of your back can help you in your posture, or sitting right back into the corner of the chair so that the backrest can really support your spine. And if you're a petite person, sometimes having a cushion under your feet can both take the strain off your legs and stop the backs of your thighs digging into the seat of the chair. But it can also be something soft and warm and comforting under the soles of your feet, whether you're wearing socks or slippers or your feet are bare. Those little ways of making yourself as comfortable as possible as you begin to set up for the practice. If you're kneeling, you might want to have a shawl wrapped around you so that you can support your arms in the waistband of that. That can be helpful. Anything else? If you're lying down, sometimes half an hour can be a long time to be lying down in a posture with your legs out straight in front of you. So maybe having a pillow or a cushion under your knees or under your heels to soften those areas that get a bit strained if we're lying down flat. Maybe pulling the pillow that's behind your head right down to your neck so that the weight of your head is fully supported and your neck is free of weight. That can be a nice little adjustment to a supine posture. And if you're wearing glasses, I'd invite you to take off your glasses and place them somewhere carefully to the side. just to take that pressure off the bridge of your nose and that contact away from the sides of your temples. And if you're happy to, close your eyes. Allow yourself to let go of any of the distractions of what's in front of your eyes. And just allow yourself to feel whatever is underneath your body supporting it. A chair, a mattress, the floor. Tune into your breath. Mary Oliver writes from the old poets of China, "Wherever I am, the world comes after me. It offers me its busyness. It does not believe that I do not want it." Now I understand why the old poets of China went so far and high into the mountains, then crept into the pale mist. So maybe not many of us are lucky enough to be way up in the high mountains, shielded by the mist. But for this short period of time, perhaps we can allow ourselves this space of quiet isolation, maybe, to just be still and to be here in this moment, connecting to ourselves with compassion and kindness. Breathe in and notice the breath as you breathe it in. That sensation of air flowing in through the nostrils or through the mouth, wherever you're breathing in. And follow that breath. When you follow the breath, where does it lead you? Does it lead you into your chest, your lungs, or into your armpits, into your shoulder blades or your rib cage, along your back? Does it lead you to your diaphragm or your belly? As your belly swells on the in-breath, do you notice your waistband is a little bit restrictive? And if it is, maybe loosen your button or push down the waistband so that your belly can swell and subside without restriction. And as your breath flows out of you, what does that feel like? Each out-breath is a new out-breath. Maybe you can hear it. Or if you're suffering a little bit from hay fever, maybe it feels a little congested around your airways. Or if you've had a cough or any sort of seasonal cold lately, maybe you can really appreciate the smooth flow of the breath in and out of your body. Just noticing this constant. We don't have to do anything. The body is just breathing itself, just noticing that. This body, this miraculous body breathing itself. And we're just giving that some attention for a little minute. I wonder, is there anything pulling your attention away from your breath, from you noticing the body breathing itself? Might be a physical sensation, an ache in your knee, or a numbness, or a pain somewhere. Might be a thought or a memory. Now, when you notice, anytime you notice anything taking your attention away, that is a good moment. That is a moment of mindfulness. You are here now when you notice the mind has wandered, wherever it's wandered. You can give yourself a little pat on the back. The more you notice, the more mindful you're being. Your inner critic might be a little surprised by that. It might usually be saying, can't do that. Yeah, my mind is always busy. I just can't be still. No, just reframe that. No, I've just noticed my mind is talking away there. It's commentating on my experience. Hello, mind. Thank you, mind. You can be quiet there. Just notice the breath instead. Let me refocus my awareness onto my breath. And feel this breath as you inhale. Feel where it goes this time. Is it high in the chest? You feel it raise the collarbones or the breastbone. You feel the front of your chest rising on the in-breath and dropping on the out-breath. You can even see how long is the in-breath. You can count along with your in-breath and then count along with your out-breath. Just be interested in that. And if your mind says, no, I hate the counting, yeah, then don't do that. Maybe listen to what you can hear as you're breathing in and out. You can let that be your anchor. You might be able to hear the sound of the chimes in a tree in Ireland as you're meditating there. And if your mind has wandered again into sleepiness, that's okay. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you really need to rest. So just let go into gravity. Let whatever surface is supporting you hold you there. Each breath out. Lean back into the chair. Let go of your arms. Let go of your hands. Let go of your legs. Let your jaws relax a little bit and let your jaws be apart from each other. If your hands are clasping each other or are clenched at all, just notice that. Allow them to open a little bit on the in-breath and curve a little bit on the in-breath, the out-breath. You might notice as we go along that there's a pause between the end of the out-breath and the next in-breath. It's interesting, isn't it? That little pause. What does that feel like? Allow yourself to just float there in the awareness of that gap between the breaths. As your attention comes into land, you might notice other sensations in this body, this vehicle that carries you around. I wonder, what is it that you're noticing now? Allow yourself to be as still as if you were sitting in a forest glade, noticing the approach of a wild deer. Allow this body to come into your presence, your awareness. Allow it to communicate with you a heaviness or a lightness, a warmth or a tingling. A smile on the face or a frown across the brows. We're just noticing, inhabiting this moment, being here now. And if that feels a little intense, if there's some pain or emotion that you have an aversion to, dislike of, then just turn your attention to the sounds that you can hear. What sounds are in your soundscape? Breathe into it and breathe out. And you can do that for as long as you like, or you can maybe put your hand on your heart, a kindly connection with yourself. Yeah, maybe there's some suffering present here in this moment. A grief or a loss, a fear or an anger. If that's true for you, breathe some kindness into that. This moment of suffering. Allow it. Accept that it's part of this moment's experience. And if there's any tension around it, if there's any clenching or pushing it away, see if you can let go of that effort. With a big sigh, and allow yourself to turn your awareness towards something pleasant in this moment. Again, sitting quietly, attentively letting that timid wild deer approach. What's pleasant for you in this moment? Maybe the atmosphere is warm, or the seat of the chair is soft and comfortable, or the weight of your hand over your heart allows you to feel some connection, to feel that warmth of human kindness. And if your mind is wandering, noticing that wandering mind and gently inviting it back to this breath, to these sounds, to this body and its sensations. Each time the mind wanders, we can be curious about that. What has caught our attention? The mind can be like a puppy, distracted by everything. We're kindly training this mind, this puppy mind, to come back here again and again, to be with us. To invite ourselves in a kindly voice, be here now. The suffering continues, intensely present in your awareness. Allow your breath or your intention to flow towards whatever that suffering is and saturate it with kindness. And if that feels difficult, perhaps imagine your attention feels like a ray of warm sunshine or a beautiful golden color or whatever your favorite color is. And it suffuses that part of your experience. Each breath bringing another wave of kindness or color or warmth to that part of you that suffers. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Maybe you can feel your heart beating under your hand. That breath that you breathe in, that air flowing into the lungs and the oxygen being carried from the lungs to the heart and from there all over the rest of the body, carrying hot, oxygenated, nutrient-laden blood to every cell and atom in the body. How nourishing this breath is, this warmth is, this color. Almost as if we've all become beings of light, full of light. Breathing in, breathing out, just being here. The tricky, persistent mind may be challenging. It is for all of us. At some point, we all suffer. At some point, we all know suffering and loss and difficulty. This is human experience. This is something we all share. We can all relate to each other's suffering, and wish each other well. Send out that kindness towards each other. Offering consolation and comfort, empathy, compassion. If your hand or your arm is getting tired, you can swap hands or just rest your hands down on your belly. May you be well. May things go well for you. May you be safe wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with. May you be safe. May you have peace, peace of mind, peace in your heart, peace in how you communicate, peace in your relationships and your community. May we be the peace we want to see in the world. May there be peace. May we be happy. May we smile. May we have gratitude for all the blessings that we have, even if they're difficult to see at times. The roof over our heads, the food, the water, the community, the medicine, people who love us, the friends, the animals we care for. Breathing that into our awareness and breathing out kindness. May all beings be well. May all beings be safe. May all beings have peace. May all beings be happy. And letting that ripple around us, all of us, and out from us around the planet to our homes and our neighborhoods, our communities and our towns, our cities and our countries, all across the globe and out into the universe, like a pulse of kindness. Before we bring this practice to a close, to breathe, beautiful blessing from John O'Donoghue called For the Senses. May the touch of your skin register the beauty of the otherness that surrounds you. May your listening be attuned to the deeper silence where sound is honed to bring distance home. May the fragrance of a breathing meadow refresh your heart and remind you you are a child of the earth. And when you partake of food and drink, may your taste quicken to the gift and sweetness that flows from the earth. May your inner eye see through the surfaces and glean the real presence of everything that surrounds you. May your soul beautify the desire of your eyes that you might glimpse the infinity that hides in the simple sights that seem worn to your usual eyes. To the simple sights that seem worn to your usual eyes. Allow yourself to breathe in. As you breathe in, noticing the contact points of your body with the chair, the mattress, the floor, or the cushions. Maybe wriggling your fingers, your toes, rotating your hands and your feet, little circles at the wrists and the ankles. Rolling your shoulders, maybe. Allowing yourself a stretch. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. Thanks very much, everybody. So amazing to see you all here. Thank you for being together, being part of this community and supporting each other. Remember, as always, if you're able to support Breathworks in any way with a donation, it's always welcome. Just as you're always welcome to any of these meditations and events. It's really great to see you all. And this would be recorded. So if this was something you found helpful, remember you can listen to this recording anytime you like. You can download it, you can store it, you can, I don't know if you can put it on Spotify. I'm not that brilliant technologically, but yeah, this is a resource that you can use again and again as often as you find helpful. If you like hearing a friendly voice or seeing a friendly face, then listen to it again. Oh, good. It's great to have you here. Have a lovely evening. Take that with you, whatever that feeling is that you have, into the rest of your evening. Out wherever you're going. God bless us all, absolutely. Whoever she might be. All right. Take care, everybody. Lots of love.
Thank you. Thank you, Karen.
Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank
Very
you. Bye-bye.
nourishing, nurturing.